Welcome to the Leadership Insight with me, Dr. Dennis V. Burke. I'm wearing glasses as I record this podcast, and I know many of you wear glasses. Many of you have had some sort of surgery, or you're wearing some form of corrective lens. And when you view the world, you're viewing the world through your lens. That is your normal. Now, if you think back before you needed the lens, that was also your normal. That was your pre-lens normal. But now that you actually need the lens over time and you've worn them over time, your normal is defined by the lens you're wearing. That's pretty clear. If you remove the lens, when you remove the lens, you're no longer able to see clearly. Something is distorted. But the lens are not a part of your biological design. They're something that you have picked up along the way that you determined was necessary, and it now helps you to understand or redefine your perspective. That lens is exactly your biases. Your biases, the biases you've picked up along the way, include your emotional lens, your spiritual lens, your social lens, your professional lens, your educational lens, and all of the lens that somehow you determine were necessary and they have become habitual. In a multicultural society like ours, in a society where interdependence is critical, it is even more critical, more essential. It is crucial for us to be able to acknowledge that someone else might be wearing a different set of lenses. That our neighbors, our friends, our co-workers, their perspective, their emotional perspective, their spiritual perspective, their mental perspective, their educational perspective, their professional perspective might be different. And it doesn't mean that they are wrong or you are wrong. It means that they have somehow over time developed a need, and they picked up things that now have become a part of who they are. It informs the way they see the world. It informs the way you see the world. And we must learn to be self-aware, to be also aware of the position of others. We must be able to take the time to empathize, to get into their shoes, to look at the world through their lens, especially when we're having difficult conversation. When we're relating, we need to be able to put on their lens and view the world. We call this empathy, empathic listening, right? We switch places, we get into their shoes, get into their mind, see things through their emotional lens, through their spiritual lens. We don't have to compromise on our values. We don't have to capitulate on essential items, but we work to understand how they see things and why they see things the way they do. And then, only then, do we have the authority, the wherewithal, and the moral position to make decisions that includes all of our neighbors. Go forth to do good work. Thank you for listening. I'm Dr. Dennis V. Burke, and I appreciate you spending this moment with me in the Leadership Insight. I look forward to seeing you in another episode.